Welcome to Family Gaming TV. I'm with Dylan Cuthbert, game director of the Tomorrow Children, and he's going to be taking us through it. Now, it's quite an unusual game, not only the way it looks, but I think how it plays. So over to you, Dylan.
Hi there. Yeah, this is the Tomorrow Children, and we've invented this crazy new lighting technology, and we built a game based around the kind of sharing philosophy of the PS4. We did that by thinking about like sharing, sort of communism, and then we kind of went from there to this weird neo-Soviet dystopic weird future.
So it's kind of, it seems quite politically fueled.
Kind of, but it's very much a parody. And you know, I grew up in the Cold War during the Cold War. I was in the UK, so it's always like the backdrop of everything in the 70s and 80s kind of thing. And so I really kind of enjoyed reading about the Iron Curtain and the kind of stuff that was going on and the systems in place and all that kind of thing. And when I was thinking about this game, I was thinking, well, what's a good setting? What's a good setting that really hasn't been quite done before? And I just settled on this. And
so in the game,
yep.
It's called Tomorrow Children, and you seem to be playing a child. In terms of game mechanics and what you're doing, what's happening here?
Okay, so I'm a projection clone.
A projection clone. You said that like it's an everyday thing.
Exactly, yeah.
I'm often a projection clone as well.
Projection clone, yes. So all the players are the same clone, basically. This girl character, and it's the only clone that really succeeded. So there's these scientists who are trying to restore the human race. So the human race has been wiped out. There's been this big catastrophe, etc. And they've been creating these clones and trying to find one that can go out into the void and try and bring back the sort of lost human DNA, and so to kind of remake humans, basically. And so that's who you are. And then the other players, so it's an online game, so it's asynchronously online, so when you do things, you appear in other people's worlds. And that makes it a bit different from other online games where you're always seeing people. So over here, look, there's someone chopping down a tree, for example.
Oh, and that's another player, is it?
That's another player, yeah. And there's like 50 to 70 people in one of these towns, we're thinking. So they'll pop into existence and disappear as they do things. And what they do, affects your town as well. So it really makes quite for an interesting experience. It kind of makes it like a private multiplayer game. So rather than being in a multiplayer game where you can see everybody and like it's just things are going on all the time, you're kind of involved. You kind of feel like you're by yourself for a lot of the time, and then you see other players, and then you suddenly feel like, I'm collaborating, and it becomes a very collaborative effort.
So the things you do in the game, it seems like you're doing particular tasks. Does that contributes to a shared village?
Yeah, so this town is basically shared, the town behind me here, over there in the distance, and that's where you build it out. So you build the buildings and can move them, paint them, do whatever you want to them. So it's like your little village, I suppose.
So this walkway, is this something someone's built?
Yes, yeah. So some other players put the effort in to make this very, very long walkway over to this island. There's actually a bus over to the island, which is probably quicker to take, but I'm just going to take this walkway at the moment. The void in between the island and everywhere. Oh, that's not good. Okay.
It's a bit shoddy, this one.
Yeah. He didn't finish it. Of course, I could have helped him finish it. So the void in between like areas like the town and the island and stuff isn't solid, so it only solidifies around the things that have come out of the void, which means that you have to build these kind of walkways or travel on bus or whatever to go to these places. So right now I'm coming up to a sushi island, and the islands are very surreal. They said they're born out of the void, and what the void is this kind of molten consciousness of the human race. So that's why there aren't any humans. They've all been melted into this horrible white, plain, reflective.
That's
weird...
the essence of human. That's what we are if you melt us down.
Exactly, this sort of milky thing. And then these islands, come out of the void, and they come out of that sort of human, that collected consciousness, which means they can be very surreal at times. So like this one's like this, giant floating sushi thing, and that one over there is this giant pig, and they're full of like treasure and creatures and resources to collect, and it's just they're just fun to explore. They're kind of like dungeons, I suppose, in a way. This one's sort of more of an open one, So you can dig into the sushi like this. That someone here is digging away.
So you've got a menu here of different tools that different interactions with the environment.
Yes. So, for example, this one here is a what we call a jackrammer, and so with this I could build like a little walkway across here. Each tool takes time to use, but as you upgrade your character and play the game more, you get better and better and faster at what you do. So it starts off, slow and steady, and then you start getting, you start getting more skillful, basically. And so that side has like a bit of an RPG element to it in a way. So I just built that.
So that development is on your character, is it? So if you then went to a different island?
No, that carries across everything. So yeah, so the upgrading of your character, and your character is always this person. So you can develop the character out any way you like. For example, if I wanted to go over there, I could just build these little steps over to get over to that island, rather than dig my way through from the bottom there. So I have a very old, horrible tool. This is one of the tools made by the Soviet state, so it's a bit slow. There is a black market, of course. It's Marxism. There's always a black market.
That's how it works, is it?
Yeah. So people always want something that's a bit better than other people. So on the black market you can get Eagle Corp variations of these tools, which are like really fast and really instant. And you can also get some special void powers and things like that, which can like build bridges instantly. Like as we were walking across to here, there were those big red bridges. The big red bridges were made with void powers, and they're a lot of fun as well. You can do things like spiral staircases and all kinds of crazy stuff. And the engine allows for like any distortion of the geometry whatsoever. So it's not like something like Minecraft where it's all cube based. It's just freely deformable. Here's a Russian doll. So these Russian dolls are what contain the DNA, like the sort of lost DNA of the human race. And so you take this back, and then the machine back at the town will convert that to DNA. Convert it into a human. So here, I'll put it on my back there. There we go.
So once it's converted into a human, then...
So that increases the population of the town. And then that means the state gives you more abilities within the town. So you can build different buildings, you can do more things, you can build a town hall, for example, and then elect a mayor into the town hall, and the mayor will set like global, when the mayor's in power, he'll set like global things. He'll like make, for example, like for all digging will be like twice the speed, or all vehicles will travel, at twice the speed, or the amount of electricity used will be 20% less, that kind of thing. He sets kind of these policies up, and you can vote for which one you want into power for your town. If you go to a different town, there's a different mayor, of course. If they have a town hall in the first place. So, and you can upgrade the town hall as well, and that gives the entire town like more and more abilities. So it's pretty, it's a sandbox, really. I mean,
I was going to say, in terms of genre, where does it sit? Do you talk in terms of genre?
Yeah, I mean, it's really kind of its own thing. But it will appeal to people who like Minecraft and Animal Crossing.
That's a nice crossover.
Yeah, so it's those two really. We sort of combine two, and who like a bit of science fiction, kind of weird surrealism as well. And also maybe people who just like to look at beautiful things, because it's kind of pretty to look at as well. So
now, I mean, what we've been talking about so far, it's all been quite light-hearted and playful, but it feels like there's more to the game than that. The fact that you're controlling a child, and the title and the setting, is there something to say in that area?
Yeah, I mean, it's not really like a political statement or anything like that, but it's just an interesting setting, I thought, because I wanted a character that is sort of like a puppet, I suppose, like almost, she looks like she's made of wood a little bit. And I really wanted to try and the island's going to collapse. I have to get down.
What's that? When does the island collapse?
There it goes. Yeah.
It reminds me of the faraway tree.
Yeah, it's kind of
the worlds are moving at the top of the tree.
Exactly. The islands disappear after a certain amount of time. So when they do, you have to get to a safe place quick. So I'm trying to. Oh, it's all gone. Okay, hopefully I can get over to the bus stop in time. Over there in the town, there you can see there's a giant monster coming into the town. Yeah. So there's other players taking him out, so I can think, oh, yeah, I'm safe. You know, they're gonna take him on.
What would happen if the monster sort of got through the town? Would it be game over?
Yeah, there's no game over, but he will destroy the town.
All your hard work would get wasted.
Yeah, and all the resources you collected to build the town. You know, so you have some time to repair before it gets immediately annihilated, but it will destroy. You know, it will get destroyed by the creatures if you just leave it. So even if when people say, "Oh, can I play with my friends on this?" and I say, "Yeah, you can. You can go to your friend's town," but if you're going to have like a friends-only town, you have to make sure your friends are on different time zones, because otherwise you're all going to log off, and then your town's going to get destroyed when you're not online.
Oh, I see. Yeah, so it carries on while you're not playing.
Yes, yeah. So it's a persistent game.
So or maybe just stay up all night.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, until you see enough of your other time zone friends come in to carry pass on the baton and kind of thing.
Yeah, it reminds me of Animal Crossing. You feel like you're sort of putting in real proper work to sustain it.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of like, yeah, I mean it's kind of Animal Crossing with a bit more action, with monster fighting and you actually having to do stuff and you're about to go to different towns and there'll be slightly different variations on things in different towns as well, and you can bring those back. So you can kind of do a little bit of trading kind of thing in the game, but it's kind of sort of casual, kind of fun.
It's great. I mean, coming back into the town now and seeing all these different buildings. Oh no!
I can help them. So if I push the right button, so I can resurrect them. So I think they'll resurrect. Maybe I couldn't do it. Maybe they just died. Oh well. Oh, sorry. Oh no, there we go. I did it. I managed it, I think. So what are you saying about the buildings?
I saw it at the beginning on a playthrough, and it was all kind of white and quite stark. And this town obviously has quite a lot of work done on it. It looks pretty beautiful.
Yeah, exactly. So you can arrange it any way you like. So that's the really cool thing about the town. Like, I mean, here these people are they're kind of digging in holes and stuff and kind of cleaning up at the moment. I think they're cleaning up someone's gone a bit crazy here, so they're trying to clean up the place because these policemen have unfortunately got stuck inside the. But it's up to you, you can help them out,
He doesn't look really happy about it, is he? He's holding his hat.
I mean, look at him.
Oh my gosh, I'm stuck.
Yeah, he's not happy at all there. Yeah, but I'll leave him to it. This is a crafting desk, and this is where you can build all the buildings. You can build other things like lights, and there's a whole list of stuff in here that you can build. And you build that using all the resources here, which are the things that have come back from the islands that people have actually collected from the islands. Oh look, there's an election poster board telling you the people who are in the current running for the election.
There's other players, are they?
No, these are AI mayors, basically. Yeah. But at some point, we do want to think about having players as mayors as well, because I think it would just be fun for you to be able to be elected.
Yeah.
So I think that would be pretty interesting. Over here, so this is one of the important things. So this is the Ministry of Labour. It's written on the floor even.
Keep in line.
Yes, exactly. You've got to line up for this. And what this does is it lists up absolutely everything you've been doing. So if you look there, like, I picked up a bit of fruit, so I fruit collected. I revived a player, and I used the jackhammer to create 4 blocks, and I cut some trees with, I cut 2 trees, and this is what you get paid for this. So every little thing you get paid for, and you also get paid if you get a thumbs up from a fellow friend, like a fellow player in the game. So if you see anyone around, it's always good to give them a little, like, so here, look, oh, he's gone. Oh, there we go. So I can do this, I can praise them, and it gives them points. There you go, I'll give them some points as well.
Can you do the opposite?
Yes, but I'm not going to do it here, because if I do it, and the policeman notices, he'll put them in a cage.
Oh dear.
So, if you thumbs down someone, like you snub them, they become a criminal for a certain amount of time. And the more snubs they get, the longer that amount of time becomes. So initially, if you just get 1 snub, you become a criminal for about, I don't know, like 2 seconds or something. It's very small. But the more and more you get snubs, the longer that becomes. And then you have to be a bit careful. So it's always good not to grief. But you can grief if you want to. But you have to be very clever with it if you're going to grief. So we didn't want to remove griefing completely, because it's actually quite fun. Not really annoying griefing, just a little bit of griefing. And also because there will be some subversive kind of missions. And the subversive kind of missions will need you to do. Sometimes will need you to do some bad things. So
interesting.
Just every now and then. So that's part of the storyline kind of thing. So it's not. I mean, this is all a sandbox. You can ignore the storyline completely and just play it. But there is actually this kind of back thing going on as well. And over the next few months, we'll be revealing more about that and what's going into the game. And you'll understand the story gets pretty interesting. So.
Sounds great. We're intrigued now.
Yes, exactly.
In terms of scale, so you're talking about the resources and things you can make. Something that took me a long time to realise why Minecraft's so good and games like Terraria is because there's so much to unlock and so much to discover. What sort of scale is that ecosystem here?
It's absolutely massive. I mean, for this E3 demo, we've cut out a load of stuff just to simplify it. But there's just so much stuff to build. I mean, there's playground parts and stuff. You can build seesaws and benches and all kinds of stuff, and just lay out your town the way you want it. And over here there's a garbage can. Here there's a garbage can, and actually you can. I'm not sure if you can in this version, but you can actually throw away. You can clean up. You can you can't in this one, unfortunately. But
jump in yourself.
Yeah, it is in the latest build, but it's not in this build. But you can throw stuff away in here, and you get points for that. So you get points for cleaning up the town. This is the workbench, so I can show you here as well. So here is all the stuff you can build. Some of it right now we don't have enough population, so you have to get more of those Russian dolls, and then you can build all this stuff. So there's power generators, different shops, and there's a church even. There's the town hall. We already have one put down, but there's other stuff like step ladders, and you can plant trees and stuff, signposts, and these kind of these are kind of defensive wall units. And you can kind of build these up into blocking walls to stop the monsters getting into town. There's a turret. There's also you put street lights down because of course if it gets dark you're going to dephase and die. So you definitely want a well-lit town.
Yeah, so you're saying something about the nature of the hologram girl is that she needs light or something?
Yeah, so she can only exist in light. So that's one of the main things, really. So...
what's this timer that's going down while you're looking at this list?
That's just got me hogging it, because it's multiplayer, and of course you've got the people lining up for it. If someone is in here forever, then other people can't build anything. So
I need one of those for our bathroom at home. My daughter's always in there.
Yeah, exactly like that. Exactly. So if I can show you, I can build. Let's build a hover car. We can build a hover car. They're always fun, right? So this is the hover car is quite complex. So this is a more complex puzzle. In the final game, you can actually bribe your way out of the puzzle as well if you have $3 million. Which makes things even easier. So I'm just going.
I always get stuck on these with two in the wrong place.
Yeah. I'm gonna. I've had a bit of practice now. Let's get the 3 into place. Let's get the 4 up. Oops. So there's no sound, so it's a bit.
So while we're doing this, maybe talk a little bit about Q Games.
Go ahead,
And so you've had a long history of working with Sony, and we've talked in the past about some 3DS games.
Yes.
How's that journey been recently? I've not been aware of your recent games.
We've been working on this for about 3 years now, so it's basically taken up all our time. And to make it, we wanted to do a really big splash into kind of 3D and create like a new technology that no one's really seen before. To do the lighting and everything. And I think we pulled it off. We found this technique that gives us real-time global illumination, and it just gives everything this really nice kind of sparkle and realism, in this kind of surreal style. And I think that's just it's been great to be able to find that. Not everybody finds like a new graphic technique. It's called cascaded voxel cone tracing.
Is that a name you made up, or is that
no? It's actually technically it's correct. It's technically what it is. So there you go. I finished the puzzle. There you go.
Hooray! And you were talking at the same time. It's pretty impressive.
Pretty good. Yeah, double. Yeah.
Oh, is it going dark now?
Yes. So it's coming up to evening now. So nice sunset coming in.
I'm a sucker for daylight cycles.
Yeah. This has a full one, and we'll have more after we launch as well. We'll actually add more and more sort of colours and variations and weather and all that kind of stuff will be all post after we launch, because we want to update the game constantly. So after we launch, we're going to be constantly updating.
So this is the vehicle you just built, is it?
Yeah. So I can drive. Yeah, I can drive around this hover car. It runs on this sort of power sort of thing, but you can refill it if you can find some coal.
What's that? Is that a big spider?
Yeah, that's a big spider. I was going to see the big spider there. I don't want to get. Oh, someone shot him. Let's see. Where is he? Here he is. There he is. So someone over there is taking him out.
One of your comrades.
Yeah, look, the comrades. Look. There we go. That's actually one of the people downstairs. So one of the public on the show floor.
So, but they can't see you because you're not actually doing anything?
Actually, because I'm in a vehicle, they can see me.
Okay.
So if you're in a vehicle, you're seen all the time. So, or a jetpack or something like that. So something that kind of is moving of its own volition in a way, or kind of with the power is basically what shows through.
Is there any communication player to player?
Yes, you can. There's simple stuff like you can push L1 and that blows a whistle. So I can show you that. Yeah. So here we go.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, and everybody can see that, and everybody can hear it, obviously. There's also a megaphone, which you can actually put your own voice into the game. So you can shout into your controller, and it will send that to everybody in your local vicinity.
Is there a microphone in the DualShock 4, is there?
Yes, yeah. Or maybe in the headset.
I see. Yeah, you wear a headset. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you use the thing of the controller? Are you using the lights on the controller or the speaker?
We're using the speaker for a few things, especially the walkie-talkie type black market thing, for example. And if there's any messages from the secretive kind of administrator character that's in the game, he'll send you messages via this and speak to you out the controller.
Nice.
Yeah. So
yes, it's dark now. It's night time, isn't it?
Yeah.
It looks completely different.
Yeah, exactly. And because it's night time, if I go over here, for example, might not be dark enough yet because there's a bit of like sort of strong kind of moonlight up there. But if you aren't near any lights, you'll begin to dephase. So you always have to be careful about staying in the light.
So if you've tunneled down into an island,
yeah, you have to be careful. Yeah. And because all the lighting's dynamic, it really does reflect. The lighting bounces through the tunnel, and sometimes you'll be okay if there's enough light coming in. Or now it's getting really dark.
So you said earlier you're a small team at Q Games. What sort of scale are we talking about?
For this, at the end at least, it's about 40 people. But during development, we started off very small and then kind of grew towards the end to kind of get all the layers and get all the stuff into the game, Oh, whoops. I think I'll die if I'm not careful. So I'm blowing my whistle there. There's someone lining up at the Labour office. Only one person can use a building at a time, so if there's multiple people using a building, you have to line up.
So with up to, was it 40 people, you could end up with quite long
50
lines?
50 or 70, yeah.
Right,
like if they all lined up, it's going to be quite a wait. But I think most people will just say, I think I'll go next time. So
it's great looking. I love it. I could just watch. I think I just watch it all day.
And we haven't really gone into the island so much yet. I wonder if I have something. Let's go over there. Let's see what there is. We were up in the sushi island before, but this island is much bigger. And look, someone's dropped a ladder down. Look from the top there. So you see that line there?
Oh yeah.
That's another player that's dropped a ladder down, so we can all go all the way up to the top there. Let's go up. Let's climb.
So this island was pretty close. There's a very small bridge over the wibbly wobbly bit.
It's kind of random where they appear. So sometimes it's close, sometimes it's far away, and sometimes very, very far away. So here we go. This is a pretty high ladder.
She's missing the rungs.
Oh yeah, that's right. I shouldn't share. That'll be fixed. Yeah. Here we go.
It's high up, isn't it? Wow.
Yep, it is very high. Here we go. Come on.
So is this island, you have a palette of islands and it's appeared, or is it sort of been generated at random, or is it?
The type of island is, but the actual island itself is designed by us because it's more of a dungeon kind of thing. So as you go into it, you'll find like caverns and walkways and treasure and...
Kind of like Zelda?
Yeah, kind of a bit like that, yeah. So you can really... I just died.
Because you were out of the light?
Yeah, out of the light. But I can bribe my way. I can restore myself right here by using the Freeman dollars there, you see on the bottom left. So I'm going to do that. Oh, you can see someone's dug in here, so if I get my torch.
And you'd have to earn those dollars in the game. There's no way to buy them with real money.
No, you can pick them up off the floor though. They're lying around on the floor. So.
But it's not like microtransactions where you.
We haven't decided yet. So we might think about it though. We just haven't decided yet. Right now you don't need it though.
Oh, so this is, and we're inside now, are we?
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, here there's like some balloons. There's something going on down there. It's quite a thin. Someone's already got that treasure. What's around here? So yeah, the insides are quite spacious sometimes like this. Oh, there's an enemy coming over. He's not nice. Uh-oh. I think... Oh, there we go. I've got that.
You chainsaw him?
No, I'm going to get him with the missile launcher. Oh, don't attack me there. I'm going to get him. Here we go. Die! There we go.
A little crater.
I blew a hole in the scenery as well. Oh no, don't fall down the hole.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I might fall down. No, I got out. Whew. That was but it's a sandbox, so any old crazy stuff happens. Nothing is very reliable. Yeah, this is a very big island. I mean, look, there's a lot of stuff down there. Right now I don't. If I had an umbrella, I can actually pop up in the umbrella and be like Mary Poppins.
Nice.
Going down to floating down. Right now I don't have that, so I'm gonna get the torch out. It's very dark in here as well, so if I put a torch, I can put the torch on the floor though. So let's.
So now you've done that, could another player come along and pick that up?
Yeah, they can. Yeah.
Run off with your torch.
You have to trust everybody. It's a game based on
trust. Is that sort of the Marxist philosophy?
Yes, exactly. Yeah, trust everybody. Yeah. Because also when you're digging, you find resources. You don't necessarily have to take them all the way back to the town. Quite often, you'll just put them somewhere, and someone else will come and get them and take them back for you, which is pretty cool.
Have you announced a release date yet?
It's going to be fall, so autumn. So is our date.
So that's not so far. You'll be rushing back to crunch.
Yes, exactly. Well, they're all it's only me over, so they're all working hard.
You sure you're not there? They're probably just kicking back.
It could be. They're probably playing the game actually. Actually, in the office when we start playing this, to test it. I mean, we have to test with a lot of people because it's a multiplayer game, and so we get 20 or 30 people off the team playing the game, and we'll play it for 4 hours, and we're like, we don't want to stop, so we just
Nice.
But we have to get back to work, but we just don't want to stop, and while we've been playing the 4 hours, we've built up this list of things we need to fix, but we can't get around to it because we're still playing the game.
That's a good sign, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. One of our lead programmer, or the tech programmer guys, his wife started playing this at home when we did our alpha test last year, and she started playing in the morning. He went back in the evening after working hard on this. She was still playing it.
Yeah. Had a busy day.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and then when it crashed, he got a lot of shit.
Did she lose some stuff?
Yeah. She's like, "What? You made a game that crashed?" But it was an alpha test. It won't crash in the final version.
Never. Is that guaranteed?
Well, I hope so. Fingers crossed. So it's just it's a game that takes a bit of time. You spend a bit of time exploring and just experiencing it and wondering what the hell's going on and enjoying yourself. It's pretty good fun, So
I guess the challenge there is communicating the experience to people who haven't actually, because it's sort of try it and you'll see.
Yeah.
But then doing that to a large audience is tricky.
Especially with a new genre. So that's why we're relying on people like you to get the word out, because it's a new genre. We can't say it's like, it's like Call of Duty, because it isn't.
Yeah.
No, and we can't say really it's like Minecraft, because it isn't. It's got a bit of mining in it, but it's a far wider ranging game, I think, as a game. I mean, Minecraft's more of like a Lego game, so you just have that natural enjoyment from Minecraft. But this has a bit more of a sort of shape to it, so it's a bit more of a game, a bit more of an adventure feeling, and I think that makes a nice difference.
Yeah, and I think comparing it to other games gets you so far.
Yeah.
But it seems like a lot of stuff here is just, it needs to be experienced and addressed in its own right, rather than.
I don't think anybody's ever really made a Marxism parody before. Simulator, a Marxism simulator before. I think that's a pretty unique thing that people should try out.
Yeah, because I always felt like Animal Crossing was a sort of capitalist simulator.
Yeah, it's kind
with
of
the mortgage and everything.
Yeah, so it's kind of this is kind of the same. So it's like it's a Marxist simulator, but it has capitalism in there. So it's a parody. You know, it's like a combination of the two.
Yeah.
So it's interesting. It's definitely it kind of, as you play it, you kind of begin to understand your own kind of biases a bit. So I'm in the dark now because the batteries ran out of my torch.
Is there any scope for local multiplayer?
No, it's only going to be online because it's just, well, it's a bit. We really wanted to bring in a lot of players, and you can't really do that with the local.
Yeah.
For the town and everything to be, and this island to work really nicely. You know, 30 or 40 players is about the magic number, and then when you're working with them all, you feel really busy and like everybody's helping each other. And then when you, like, say I've been in the island here for a while, and then I go back to the town, and it's been like built out even more, and you can really sense that change, and it's just, you know, a lot of fun. Also, I mean, I can't hear the audio right now, but you can sometimes hear the monsters walking by and stuff, and that's pretty creepy.
Yeah. Wow. Well, I mean, we just spent half an hour with it. I didn't even realise
that's it.
Yeah,
that's the kind of game it is.
Captivating. So,
Yeah.
I think we'll probably wrap up. But thanks,
okay.
thanks for your time, and yeah, well, we look forward to autumn when the game comes out. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks very much.